Hey guys, Pasay Baller here. We are to talk about the Eastern Conference Finals. We are approaching Game 4, and that will be held in Atlanta. Milwaukee Bucks is up 2 games to 1. It'll happen 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's 8:30 a.m. here in Philippines. All right. Before we proceed and start with the discussion and with me sharing my prediction on this game, I'm just inviting everyone who have not joined our channel yet, YouTube channel at that, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below and click on the bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be sent notifications whenever there is a new video that will be uploaded. Well, again, first off, the score of the series is at 2-1. Milwaukee is actually up now, 2 games to 1. The story approaching this fourth game of the series is Trae Young's health. We all know, if you have been watching the series, we all know what happened to Trae. Trae Young had this accident when he actually stepped on the referee's foot. That was sometime in the fourth quarter of last game. They were still up when that happened, 85-82, if I remember it right. But then again, that accident or that injury cost them a lot, because according to Trae Young, after the interview of that game, Milwaukee won that game, by the way, is that it was sore and it was hurting, and we can actually tell Trae Young was able to come back to the game, but when he did, he couldn't really be who he is. He was trying to drive to the basket like the way he does, but he can't make a shot. There was even a time there when he was actually wide open, like totally wide open, to take that three, but he missed it. That was so not Trae Young, if you know what I mean. So I'm not sure what the condition of his foot now, but he is listed as questionable approaching this game. I think that Trae Young would actually play this one out. It's almost a must game for him to play. Although again, the issue here is how effective would he be? Now, looking at the Milwaukee Bucks, man, we all know when we say Milwaukee Bucks, it's all about Giannis. But we saw in Game 3 that Milwaukee Bucks' success is not just about Giannis. The reason as to why they are where they are right now is that Giannis has great teammates. We are talking about Brook Lopez, we're talking about PJ Tucker, and most importantly, he has Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton exploded in the second half of that game, Game 3, and combine it with the injury of Trae Young, that gave him that win. And they even, I'm not sure what the final score was, but in the first quarter, they were trailing by as much as 15 points. And then we can see that the score ended with, I think it was a 9-point lead or 10-point lead, something like that. So approaching Game 4, I checked on the spread. Spread is -7. That's Milwaukee Bucks. We all know why it's -7. Milwaukee Bucks, even though it is gonna be held in Atlanta, and again, Trae Young's health is not where it normally is. But again, I have this gut feeling that he would play this one out. I'm not sure though if he could actually be a help to his team, because I've seen situations wherein the stars would actually want to play this one out, and they have a lot of respect to that, risking their health, risking their career for their team, for their fans. But sometimes due to the health that you currently have, instead of being able to help, you actually become a liability, especially in the defense. In the offense, an easy shot may be a hard shot for you, because again, you can't move well, you can't move fine. Any kind of movement, any kind of stepping on the pedal would actually cause you some pain or some labor. So it really depends. It really depends on what's going to happen. But for me, depending on what happened, considering what happened, We saw game 1, Trae Young scored 48 points. Atlanta won, right? But they only won by, I don't know, maybe 3 points. Game 2, Trae Young scored a lot, 30 plus points. Milwaukee Bucks still won. Game 3, Trae Young was there. Trae Young was healthy for like 3.5 quarters. Still, Milwaukee Bucks won by like 9 points or 10 points. What I'm trying to say here is this. We are approaching game 4. Trae Young is not healthy. Trae Young is hurting. I just can't believe, and I just can't imagine that the Bucks won't be able to close this one out and won't be able to actually cover that spread of 7 points, because actually they did that on their past 2 games with Trae Young there. How much more if Trae Young is there? Yeah, but his health is not the same. Again, don't get me wrong, guys, especially a lot of Atlanta Hawks fans out there. I have a lot of respect to any player. Yeah, I hate some players, but in terms of injuries, in terms of health and their career, it's a different story. So I never want anyone, like any player, to be injured and to be hurt, because that's their means of livelihood for their family. So prayers up for Trae Young as well. Also Kawhi, everyone who's injured, I hope that everyone would actually be able to recover fine. So again, just to emphasize my point on here, my prediction is it's gonna be Milwaukee Bucks -7. I think Milwaukee Bucks would actually grab the lead and make it, would actually increase the lead to 3-1, and would try to go home to Milwaukee to close it. Alright, again, so it's Milwaukee Bucks -7. Peace out, pass I love, and God bless.